Nimi, I think it's Pushpa, Sip Kumar Swami, Sip iPhone, not sure, Sip Hitkari ji, Sip Raju, Sip Motkula Anand, Sip Sangam Gupta ji, Sip Samatma, Sip Parutyama, Sip Atmatray, Sip Ashok Chotwani, Sip Pliko, Sip Gliko, Gliko and Gliko, Sip Girish, Sip Sunil, Sip Kundan, Sip Viro, Sip Rekha, Sip Eru, Sip Sageraj. Welcome to the call. It's a pleasure to have all of you. Sip Pankaj. I've just landed and so pardon me making my coffee as I'm starting to drive in my car because I need this energy to start. Administrator, can you please put the subject on the board? Today's subject is quite interesting. I hope it promises to be a good discussion. Is it true that everything happening in this world is the will of God? Many of you think so. I want to know how many of you think, how many of you don't think, how much it is will of God, how much it is not will of God, what is happening, why it is happening. Over to you. Who would like to start? Is everything that's happening in this world will of God?
Shivam sir, Ashok Chotwani sir.
Shivam Ashok, thank you. You're the champion. To start the discussion, I always call you the champion. Ashok Chotwani, champion for today. Yes, sir.
Sir, everything happens in this world is as per karma and not the will of God. But God has made the law of karma. But God has made the law of karma.
You are telling a very big thing. Nothing happens in the will of God. It's a very big thing you're telling. You're telling it's not will of God. It's karma. Okay, let us listen to other people. Why do you say that, Ashok? What is the reason for saying that?
Actually, sir, God has created the law of karma. What we will sow, that we shall reap, sir.
Okay, so good. Ashok has got his opinion. I don't know if everybody agrees to him. Ashok is saying not will of God. Ashok is saying it is not the will of God. It is karma. Who would like to go next? Sunil Chittan. Yes, sir.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
Whatever that is happening in this world is actually in time, space, and causation. That means it happens in Maya. Definitely not a will of God. Maya is the power of God. So naturally, this Prakriti, the laws of the Prakriti governs what is happening. So you are the creator of your own destiny. Everything.
So God has no role to play.
God is not having any role to play because God, there is only God, sir. Actually, everything is the appearance. So this appearance happens as per the principles of cause, time, space, and causation, which is Maya. Remove the ignorance, you have the anubhuti of Sep. So
now you are speaking. Nobody will. Now you are gone to enlightenment level. Very good. Very good. Very good, Punil Chittal. Thank you for your submission. He agrees with Ashok Chotwani. Chandrakant. Yes, Chandrakant. Chandrakant, you want to speak? Or by mistake you touched the mic?
No, I would like to speak. It's my pleasure, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, Chandrakant.
Yeah, actually, everything is happening as per the law of nature, and we are having the human being have the capacity to create the bhav, and nature take care of everything. It's like nature. I feel, yeah.
What is that nature?
Nature is basically fundamental elements like Jad Tattva, Chetan Tattva, then Akash, Gati Sahayak and Sthiti Sahayak Tattva.
Okay.
So the eternal tattvas basically. And
who's controlling these tattvas?
Pardon?
Who's controlling these tattvas?
They are in atom mode. They are eternal tattvas.
No, the group has to understand. The other two people have said it is not happening as per the will of God. It is happening as per karma. They have given a specific answer. Now you are saying it's not the will of God, it's tattva. But people don't understand tattva. Please explain.
Yeah, basically what everything is governed by the law of nature. Whatever we
not karma. So it's not karma?
No, basically it's the intention behind the action. We call it as the bhav karma basically.
So is it karma or no? I'm only trying to understand whether you have got some other point or you are also saying karma or you are saying some other point.
There is the other point is that we need to understand it's on the scientific basis basically, because everywhere there is a parmanu. When we create the bhav, they get charged, and nature create the circumstances to get discharge it. So there is no will of the God. Indirectly, human beings are responsible for their own creations.
So
That's all.
basically,
That's all.
you are also coming to the law of karma. More or less, you are agreeing to it.
Yeah, it's a cause and effect basically.
Okay, that is law. Thank you, Chandrakant. Bliko, yes, Bliko.
Shivam, Guruji, Shivam.
Sure, sir. Bolo.
The world is just a magic show of divine.
Ah.
We call God, it is energy. We understand we are also energy particle. And this magic show is just an appearance of the things. Nothing is happening actually. It is just a movie playing on the screen. And the reality is screen, which is God. So there is no question of will, because there is all the thing is just a appearance.
So is it, are you saying
appearance?
No, 1 minute. Are you saying it's all a puppet show and then nobody, your will doesn't matter?
Our will is to realize the show and realize the truth behind
Bliko, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm to put back the question to you. Is everything happening in this world? Okay, something, it may be illusion, it may be Maya, but in the Maya, it may be Leela, lekin Leela to hai. Ye hai to Leela, lekin Leela to hai.
Leela to hai.
So, ab is Leela mein jo ho raha hai, is it happening as per the will of God? Is other people are saying karma? Or are you saying it is not even will of God, it is not even karma, it is not happening, or it's a puppet show? What are you trying to say?
It is very difficult to explain Maya, because Maya is illusion and it has some empirical, means just to explain it. It is the karma theory, and whatever we see is action and reaction, and all this thing has certain rule, but it is all the rule is defined by God. So it is actually will of God.
So you are saying it's happening as per will of God?
Yes.
Okay, so we have one different opinion. Now he says, so Bliko comes and says, no, it's not karma, it's a will of God. I don't want to agree or I don't want to disagree, because that is the whole essence of today's Ask AiR. So who's going next? So many people are there. Come on, everybody. I want your opinion.
Whatever
Yes,
is happening,
yes, Girish.
whatever is happening, this creation, visibility, everything is mithya. It has got no independent existence.
So there is no will. Whether
No.
I want to have coffee or tea,
Who is
no
there to give the will? God is a power.
No.
The will, question of will does not come. God is a power. God is simple.
Girish, go back. So in this Maya, in this Leela, things are happening. I'm driving in the car. Can you see I'm driving in the car or I'm not driving?
You are driving, but it's mithya. Yes.
That's okay. But you are in this call, you are in the Zoom call.
Correct.
Kundan is there and Bliss is there. You can see them in the screen. Kundan and Bliss, you can see.
Correct.
Now the question. Everything happening in this world, is it happening as per the will of God?
No. But law of karma may be called, the rule may be called as will of God. He has already made it automated.
So it is an automatic law.
Interference is not there. It is an automated.
Good. Automatic law of God. Law of
Yes.
God is called karma. God is not interfering, according to you.
Yeah. No.
But Bliko said God is controlling. So you are not agreeing with Bliko.
Without God, nothing is possible.
That's okay.
All happenings cannot happen independent of God.
No.
Whether it is appearance or whether it is an illusion, nothing. There is only one God.
So
but God has got no effect. So everything has to be an illusion or appearance or of temporary nature.
in this journey for enlightenment, it is not easy for anybody to be enlightened. So I meet a lot of people. Today I met a person in the flight. I was talking to the person for 2 hours. And so many things happening in that person's life, up and down, and unhappiness and misery and sorrow. So what is causing all that drama in the person's life? Is it God? God is cruel. God is causing the problems in this world. Tsunami, COVID, coronavirus. God is causing how millions of people are dying. Some people have 50 people in one boat, it sinks. One building is there, 100 people in the building catch fire. What is happening? Is it the will of God? What is the cause? Let us be clear. Let us not just imagine. We have to have clarity. Sunil Chitan.
With your permission, I would like to little bit explain this.
Yes.
Basically, what I want to say, what we understand is, in ignorance, you have Jeev, Jagat and Ishvara. So in this appearance, Ishvara definitely controls everything. But as Parabrahma, as Sip, he is not interfering. So that's only in a human body. That's why we are a yogi. That means we can do something. In all other jivas, they are only bhogis. Even if it is a devata, they cannot. They pray that let me have a human body. So there is a free will, the element in our mind where we can decide what to do and what not to do and create our karma. Now, once we create our karma, then the law of the karma data is the Ishvara in this appearance, and then he beautifies your actions. But yes, you have a free will as a human being, so that you can say whatever happens, kara mama, the moment you say I, the whole thing becomes your responsibility. So there is a way out, in and out of this, and that is what I want to explain. In this appearance, in this time, space, and possession, there is one jiva who can definitely use this free will and go to liberation.
Okay, let's ask. Thank you. You are explaining it. I appreciate. Bliss, what do you think, Bliss? Everything happening in this world. One minute, Rekha, I'm asking Bliss and then coming to you. Bliss, everything happening as per will of God, Bliss, according to you?
No, it's not God. It's really karma, because God is only energy, and the law of karma is really what happened to us.
So you believe in the law of karma happening, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Bliss. Thank you for your opinion. Rekha Parwani.
Even I believe law of karma, but I do believe even the God's will.
No, you can't explain. When you're saying you believe in karma and God's will, explain. Because you cannot say it is hot and it is cold. So you have to explain how it is hot and it is cold.
Okay, because God's will, I feel, is like nothing we can do nothing without His will.
Correct. Agreed. So is everything happening as per His will? Therefore, Rekha Parwani has no subject, no say in the matter.
No, it is happening. Even our karma plays the role. Our actions play this role.
See, the problem is, if all of you are not clear in the subject, then you cannot get enlightenment. There needs to be clarity. And you should see so clearly, you should be able to see so clearly. This is exactly what I call consciousness.
Like how
you
we
all
say,
have to answer, Rumataji next after this, Rumataji. But before that, I would like all of you to have clear consciousness. You must speak from consciousness. Yes, Rekha, you want to say some more?
Yes, like how we say, I accept God's will, I surrender.
Correct. So you say you surrender, then what's the point of surrendering if it's not happening? Then are you telling me that when you surrender, then what happens? Whose will happens? Karma happens or your God's will happens?
God's will.
So then everybody should surrender, na?
Yeah, when we surrender, it's God's will.
Okay, I would like people to argue with Rekha Parwani after Rumataji. Rumataji, Rekha says, if you surrender, then karma doesn't work. So Sunil Chittal and the rest of you, please comment. She's saying, no. If you surrender, then there is no karma.
Yes, then God's will be.
One minute. So
Rumataji,
let us hear Rumataji. Our Mataji will speak.
Guruji Pranam. Shivam.
शिवोहन, बोलिए
Guruji, I don't think it is right to say that everything things are happening according to the without the will of God. Suppose, for example, I think पत्ता भी नहीं हिल सकता सिप की इजाजत के बिना. आप सोचिए, आपने अपनी सारी बुकिंग कर ली कि आप जा रहे हो कश्मीर और एंड मोमेंट में वो कहते हैं जी कोविड का टेस्ट तो जरूरी करवाना पड़ेगा. You will go for COVID test and you suppose by chance declared positive, everything is finished. So how we can say that things are not happening to the will of God? You may book your tickets, whatever you may do. If you are not,
Hello,
if God
I like to
doesn't
talk
want, you will
after.
not be able to go.
Okay, Pushpa. So, you want to speak, Pushpa, now? Pushpa, do you want to ask a question?
सर मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ सर.
देवा, कौन बोल रहा है?
मैं सुदर्शन बात कर रहा हूँ.
Hey, oh, wait, Sudarshan, please wait, okay?
या
So, Rumata ji, I want to, I'm sorry, I got interrupted. So, आपका कहना है, Rumata ji, that it is the will of God that is paramount. And so, मतलब, are you saying everything is happening as per will of God, or something is happening as per will of God?
We have to be careful about our karmas and everything, but I think it is all the इंसान की मेहनत तो है, लगन है, सब कुछ है, पर प्रभु की इच्छा के बिना नहीं हो सकता और गुरु की कृपा के बिना नहीं हो सकता.
माताजी ने सभी को सिक्सर मार दिया. अभी माताजी ने ऐसा डायलॉग बोला कि सभी को सिक्सर मार दिया. So we will, माताजी, please wait. We will come back to your point. Don't go anywhere. We need to understand your point.
नहीं जा रही, यही है.
Sudarshan, I mean, because Sudarshan is relatively new, then we are coming back to Sunil Chittal, Atmatarai, Kumar Swami. But we'll first, Sudarshan. Sudarshan, are you there? No, okay. You can hear me?
सर. I'm talking to you. Sir, I'm talking to you.
Yes, Sudarshan, tell me.
सर आपने लिखा है कि हमारा दिमाग, ईगो और हमारा शरीर है, ये तीनों हमारा कर्म जैसे आता है. लेकिन मुझे और
जोर से बोलो.
या सर आपने लिखा है कि हमारा शरीर है, ईगो है और हमारा दिमाग है और उसके अलावा हमारा आत्मा भी है. लेकिन इसका प्रूफ क्या है हमारा आत्मा है?
नहीं, प्रूफ नहीं है ना. सोचो, आत्मा नहीं है, तुम भी एक मशीन है. तुम ऐसा सोचो, सुदर्शन को आत्मा नहीं है. तुम्हारे को जीना है तो तुम्हारे बॉडी में एक वायर डाल के प्लग पॉइंट में डालो, फिर तुम जिएगा. प्लग पॉइंट से निकालो तो मर जाएगा. ऐसा ट्राई करो.
साइंस साबित नहीं किया ना सर, हमको आत्मा रहता है.
सुदर्शन, इफ यू से आत्मा नहीं है तो तुम ऐसा ट्राई करो, आत्मा के बगैर जीने का ट्राई करो. कैसा हो सकता है? इधर पावर क्या है तुम्हारे अंदर जो तुम्हारे बोलता है, चलता है, गाता है? व्हाट इज द पावर इन यू? that power is called atma. You have power, you have life in you, or you don't have life. Are you alive?
Yeah sir, I am physical body and mind.
No, are you alive? Answer my question. Are you alive or are you dead?
Yes sir, I am alive.
What is the difference, alive and dead, Sudarshan? What is the difference?
Because my body works.
The Shakti, when it is the death, the Shakti leaves the body. You agree or you don't agree?
Yes, sir. I have that soul is my question, sir.
No, don't talk about soul now. I'm asking,
okay,
when you die, the Shakti will leave the body. Agree or don't agree?
Yeah, agree, sir.
That Shakti is the Atma.
Okay.
Huh? Okay. Thank you.
So the power is our soul, sir. The power is our soul, right?
Absolutely.
Sir, but there is no proof. It is a blind faith, right?
No, again you are saying blind faith. You use common sense. You have power in you or you don't have battery in you. You have power or don't have power.
Yes, sir. I have power.
Then where is the question of blind faith? You believe in death or you don't? You accept death or you don't accept death?
Yes, sir. I definitely accept death.
Then what is the difference of death and alive? Only the Shakti. Shakti is power. Power is Ruh, Atma, Ruh, soul.
So the power is...
You got it, sir? Sudarshan, clear, not clear?
Yes, sir. So our power is the soul, as per your, perception, right?
Yes, sir. That is not as per me. That is as per the Upanishads. It is not just as per me. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me
Atmatra,
research on the soul also.
please read. You check and come back to us. We appreciate your questions. Atmatra, if you have doubt, you please put wire in the plug point and then check it out. That also you can try. Atmatra.
Yes, sure, sir.
Sure.
Sir, as per my opinion, all things happen due to karma only. There is no
So you're
God's
not
will.
agreeing. You're not agreeing to Bliko and Dhru Mataji. You're not agreeing.
No,
agreeing.
nothing. God's will is never. It's a will of individual. Each person's will is working.
So you are saying it is karma. It is not as per will of God. It is God.
No.
What Dhru Mataji is telling, Bliko is telling. You are discounting. You're not agreeing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Dhru Mataji, Bliko, please get ready to reply. Sunil Chindal coming back for the third polling. Come on. Third over. Yes, sir.
Basically, it is not so simple as one-way traffic. As a human being, as I again repeat, sir, it is our, as you say, karmanneva adhikaraste. You have the control over your actions. You will have to perform. You got karma. Then karma phala data is Ishvara in this Maya, because time, space, and causation works. Then he determines which karma to give you when. So God's will is there. The moment you accept that you are in Maya, there is a God's will. But in the same will, with the kripa of the Guru, when you understand and go on the right path, and then you realize and remove your ignorance, when the avidya goes by application of Vidya Maya, which Guru teaches you, you immediately realize, as the other day Kumar Swami was saying, that nothing is there but Sep. That Anubhuti comes, then that is at that point of time, you get liberation and moksha. But if you are in this world, as we all of us are now, and striving, you require the guidance of the Guru to get the grace of God. So your karma phala data works on your karmas.
Any change in your opinion? You said everything happening by law of karma. So any change in opinion?
I have not changed my opinion. In time, space, and causation, everything happens as per the law of karma. But the question is, when to give what? Is the Ishvara in this Maya who determines? So God's will prevail. He is the only one who has a will to determine. All of us it is a deterministic universe, sir. All science today also says it's a deterministic universe. Everything works into time, space, and causation.
Okay.
But moment where that ignorance goes,
but there's nothing new. You're not changing anything. So let us continue.
No, I'm not.
Thank you. So let us ask Ashok Nichani. Kumar Swami, you also want to speak about Ashok Nichani?
Yes, sir, Guruji, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Actually, God has created everything, and He is sitting in the hidden in the form of hidden in everything. He is there in everything, including Maya and law of karma also He is created. So,
is everything happening as per the law of karma? That is the question.
That is the question. Now I am coming to the question. So whatever is happening is in the living beings and all, according to the law of karma. The law of karma also created by the God only. According to that only it is happening. But meantime, He has given a charge, given a facility to have your own will. That is will, because whatever the part of the karma has come to you, you can change the karma also. You are having that will. That is He has given. Because He is there in the Maya also, He created the Maya also. If you overcome the Maya, that is with your will only you can overcome. So God has given you free will and the law of karma, both are there. So what I mean to say, it is a mixture. So it is a mixture of both.
Now Kumar Swami is telling it is bisi bele baat, masala puri, mixture.
We are having, sir, you are having a free will, and meantime,
it's a good answer, sir. It's a good answer. It is a good answer. I'm not making fun. It's a good answer. Ashok Nichani, very good answer. Kumar Swami is telling it is not a simple thing like karma or will of God. Kumar Swami is telling it is a mixture. In India, you get a lot of mixture. Bisi pele baat, pav bhaji, all mixtures.
Sorry, not only, I'm not talking only mixture, but some God only. the free will also there to overcome the Maya to get the he has given that message.
Administrator, please mute the people making noise. Okay. So, thank you, Kumar Swami. Some people are making some noise in between. Ashok Nichani.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam.
Sarji, it is the will of God for the world. For the individual, it is his karma. With the will of God, God can change his will if we do good karma. So for the world, it is God's will. For individuals, it is his karma. It is in the hands of the divine.
So, Ashok, so I'm asking the question again clearly to you. Whatever is happening in the world, is it happening as per the will of God?
In the world, as per the will of God, Sarji.
Administrator, please put up the question again, Administrator. Ashok Chotwani, you want to speak again? And look at the question on the board, Ashok. Is it true that everything happening in this world is the will of God? Ashok Nichani, please read. Yes. Is it true that everything happening in this world is the will of God?
Hello, can I talk?
Pushpa, you want to talk now? Yes, Pushpa. Ashok, continue, Ashok.
Yes, Sarji, it is happening as per the will of God and for individuals according to his karma. That's what I think.
You are again becoming like Kumar Swami. And Kumar Swami, he also is telling mixture, no Kumar Swami?
So it's different. No. My intention is very clear. God has created everything and he is sitting in that, including Maya, law, karma. So correct. Law, karma, also, the prarabdha karma will come according to your this thing, but he has given a weapon of your free will. Correct. To overcome them. And
very good.
You are both.
Very good. But Kumar Swami, if that is all this question was, then we are wasting time. We all know the answer. Then why should we have this discussion today?
No, sir, whatever we know, we are telling, but as a guru, we have to
Namaskar to you. I'm just asking. There must be some dal mein kuch kala hai. We have to find out that what is the dal mein kala. So let us try to get to that point. Ashok Chotwani. It's very important session today. All of you are in the call. Today's session is one of the most important sessions. Don't pay less attention. Rumataji, we are not finished. Ditkariji, today's session very important to pay attention. So please pay attention. Today's session is not a casual section. And don't say today's Sunday, so Sunday thoda chalta hai session. Sunday sham ko. No,
Guruji,
not like that.
One thing is there. Guruji, suppose one student is a topper. He is sure to top the university. But a day before the exam, he is having high fever. Now, what is his karma in this? That is will of God, I think.
So what are you telling? Will of God is cruel? Are you telling me that God is cruel?
No, not will of God. But no, that I don't know. But it is the will of God that he
No. This is ये गलत बात होगी. ये गलत बात हो गई कि स्टूडेंट अपना एग्जाम करने वाला था, प्रभु ने उसको फीवर दे दिया और उसको गोलमाल हो गया. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है?
क्यों ऐसा हो सकता है? क्यों नहीं हो सकता प्रभु जी?
नहीं. रूमाता जी, ऐसा नहीं होता है. प्रभु ऐसा नहीं करेंगे. प्रभु ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हैं.
गुरुजी,
तो
गुरुजी ऐसे कि सडनली इन
रूमाता जी, 1 minute. रूमाता जी, ये जो आपने एग्जाम्पल दिया कि कोई एग्जाम कुछ करने वाला था, he was a topper and he became sick and he could not attend the exam. This is very clearly a result of karma. Please have no doubt this is the result of karma. I hope Girish, Sunil, Chittal, anybody wants to disagree with this point? It is clearly the law of karma.
कैसे गुरुजी? You make me understand. कैसे? उसका क्या कसूर है?
रूमाता जी, सुनिए रूमाता जी, अभी मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ और आप ही जवाब देंगे. मैं जवाब नहीं दूंगा, आप ही जवाब देंगे. ठीक है? रेडी है? My counter question to you is this. प्रभु ने वो टॉप स्टूडेंट को बीमार क्यों कराया? Answer my question.
His will?
नहीं, प्रभु पागल है. प्रभु पागल है.
पागल की बात बात
Please,
नहीं
you
है।
please answer, no, you please answer my question, Rumataji. As an intelligent person, one student worked very hard in the for the examination. प्रभु ने अचानक उसको फेल करा, उसको बीमार करा दिया. क्यों किया प्रभु ने?
प्रभु को ही पता है गुरुजी।
नहीं. Rumataji, you are sip. As a sip, you give me the answer. प्रभु ने उसको बीमार क्यों कराया?
It is his past karma.
तो रूमाताजी आपको शायद रूमाताजी आपने शायद
ऐसा
this is कर्म ही है. आपको वो किताब है Why Bad Things Can't Happen to Good People. Please वो किताब को reflect. Please review the kitab again, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Ashok Chotwani. But we have not got the answer still. रूमाता जी आपका आंसर गलत नहीं है. अभी आंसर मिला नहीं है. अभी मैं देने वाला हूँ आंसर.
Okay.
Yes, Ashok Chotwani.
I have some clarity about this, sir. After Ashok Chotwani, can I?
Ashok Chotwani. You muted. Ashok Chotwani, we cannot hear you. Unmute. Bolo.
Shivam sir.
Sure.
Actually, we have to understand that God has created the law of karma to run this world smoothly and systematically. Otherwise, it is very difficult to manage the 8 billion people's accounts, sir.
You are right.
So we have to understand this law. Yeah.
Correct. So the question you first also told everything is law of karma. Now also you are saying law of karma. Correct?
Yeah.
Thank
but
you.
The creator is the God. The law of karma is created by God. God is involved, sir.
Of course. But is everything happening for the will of God? You are saying no, it is not will of God. It is karma. You are clear about your point.
Yeah. But I said that it is created by God, sir.
So obviously, law of karma is not created by Ashok Chotwani, na? It is created by the only. We understand that. Pawan.
Yeah, Shivam Doll. Sir, I have one clarity that whatever is happening in this world is happening according to the laws of this world, which this world is bound by the laws of gravity.
You are not answering the question. The question is very clear.
Okay.
Is whatever happening in this world, is it happening as per the will of God?
I would say no, sir.
That's all. Now I'm going to give you my opinion. Ready?
Guruji, before your answer, I want to tell something.
Yes, sir.
If everything
first is you, then it is me.
Okay. If everything is going according to this thing, then what is the necessary of doing all those things? We need not do that. So that's what I'm saying. He has given some powers, something good free will to you, and he has created some laws. So that according to that, you have to move. So what I mean to say is, it is totally not allowing the God only. It is he has given the power and will of doing a karma to you also he has given. So ultimately it has come to karma only. The will of whatever the karma you are doing with will, again it comes under karma only. But
my dearest Kumaraswamy, today's question is everything happening in this world happening as per the will of God? What is your answer? No, you are muted. Unmute. Please unmute. Please. Yes, sir.
Law of karma also created by the God. So that means finally it is happening due to God only. He is created the law of karma. So according to things are happening. So finally go there in.
My dear Kumaraswamy, we are not saying the question is not who has made the law of karma. We all know the answer. Who has made law of karma? Sip, the supreme immortal power. Yes. We know it. My question to you again today is everything happening in this world happening as per the will of God? What is your answer?
I can say no. But as per law of karma and free will, with the both combination, it is working.
Okay, so finish now. Can I speak? I have your permission to speak now, Kumaraswamy?
Yes, sir.
So, my dear friends, I want all your opinion, and before we end the call, if you disagree, you must tell me. Ready? Sunil Chittal, ready? Girish, Sudeep, all of you ready? Ashok Nichani, Ru Mataji, Ashok Chotwani, all of you who spoke Atma Tara Bliss, Samatma, everybody. Okay. We must have in this question and answer session, what I taught you, simple question, simple answer. Agreed? No complication. The first rule of this ask AiR session is no complication. You should know the answer in black and white. Hitkariji, simple answer, it should be simple. No complication. The question is, everything in this world happening as per the will of God? Is everything in this world happening as per the will of God? No. No. Everything in this world is not happening as per the will of God. Then what is the answer? Everything in this world is happening as per the law of karma, which can be superseded, by the will of God. Everything in this world is happening as per the law of karma, which can be overruled. It can be overruled by the will of the divine with bhakti yoga, with mumukshutva, with devotion, with prayer, with love of God, with grace. Please argue with me if you don't agree, because it is very clear. I don't know why you took so much 30 minutes to answer this question. I like you to have consciousness. In consciousness, the answer should be very clear. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is everything in this world happening as per will of God? No. Everything in this world is happening as per karma. But the law can be overruled by the divine, and the divine has made the law, controls the law, and the divine's decision is final. If you want to understand, let me explain to you one more time. Is everything decided by High Court? No. Everything is decided by High Court, but it is under the rule of Supreme Court. Supreme Court can overrule the rule of High Court. Therefore, this is my humble submission with folded hands. And I submit to you, and I want your opinion. Only agree or disagree. Don't get it. We don't have much time. So everybody who has spoken today, you have to say agree or disagree.
I
Please start.
100% agree.
One by one. Kumar Swami.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Agree.
So
Agree.
here, what happening? No, I will not agree here. Why I'm not agree here? The first sentence is I've agreed. The second line is, because of your free will, you are created. You are going to bhakti yoga, gnana yoga, and all. This is your free will. According this is a free will. According to that karma only, it will come. God only just like that He will not give. But you are putting effort.
I will answer your doubt before end of the call. I will answer your doubt. Sudeep Bhargava, yes or no?
100% agree, sir. No
Okay,
doubt.
thank you. Pawan, yes or no?
Yes, sir. With the grace of God, I understood that we can overrule the laws of world.
Thank you. Bliko, yes or no? Thank you. Ashok Chotwani, yes or no? I can't hear you, Ashok. Atmatra, yes or no?
Yes, agree, sir. I am agree with you.
Agree. Ashok Chotwani?
Yes, sir. SIP is Supreme Court, sir. Supreme.
Bliss, yes or no?
Sir, for me a question.
Wait.
Yes,
Bliss.
I am agree.
Okay, Sunil Chittal, yes or no?
I say yes and no.
So why do you say no? Please give us your no reason.
No is because with the grace of Guru and grace of God, if the ignorance is removed, there is no Maya. So you are liberated. So in Anubhuti, the law doesn't operate.
My dear Ashok, my dear Sunil, you are going away from this question. Please stick to the question. Is everything in this world happening as per the will of God?
Yeah, in this world, yes, everything happens as per the law of karma.
Yeah.
And God has got a free will to overrule it.
You agree?
Yeah,
right?
He's a karma phala data. In this
You
world,
agree?
yes.
Right. Girish?
Yes, that's why liberation has become possible. Otherwise, equalization of karma is not possible. Exhausting it is not possible. Only through realization it is possible.
Okay,
That
thank
is made
you.
possible by God's grace. or will.
Without conscious liberation is not possible. Even moksha is not possible. Ru Mataji, samjhi or agree or no, don't agree. Ru Mataji. Ru Mataji.
गुरुजी
माना कि नहीं माना?
माना गुरुजी।
कुछ डाउट है?
नहीं नहीं, डाउट तो नहीं है, पर यही है ना कि विल ऑफ गॉड सुपरसीड करती है।
हाँ, लेकिन आपने कहा ओनली विल ऑफ गॉड, आपने कर्म की बात नहीं की पहले आपने आंसर में।
हाँ वो ठीक है।
आई डोंट मेकिंग इट।
यस आई एग्री।
and this is why I'm going to answer Kumar Swami का अभी point pending है after Ashok Nichani. Ashok Nichani.
Yes, sir ji, you had very well explained.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hitkari ji. Thank you. Rekha Parwani, agreed or not?
I agree.
Dasi Budrani, you heard did you hear the part of the discussion? Agree or not?
I agree.
You agree. Okay. Thank you. Last, I'm getting down to clarification of Kumar Swami. So Kumar Swami has
गुरुजी आज मेरा नाम फिर किरण कथुरिया लिखा हुआ है।
किसने लिखा?
पता नहीं।
आपने लिखा होगा।
मैंने तो नहीं लिखा गुरुजी।
तो Zoom में लिखा होगा। Okay, before we close, Kumar Swami, you are presuming that God will make a decision which is not proper. Remember this, Kumar Swami. The divine SIP will only make decision what SIP thinks is right. Supreme Court will not overturn the rule just like that. So you are, please unmute Kumar Swami. So I don't know why you are disagreeing. Is there any point of disagreement, Kumar Swami?
What I mean to say, sir, now I agree that according to law of karma, it is happening. That is the second point.
It can be overruled. It can be superseded by the will of God.
The law of karma will be superseded by will of our will of our actions.
No, superseded by the superseded by the grace of God, grace of SIP.
No, sir, because you are taken your will of action in the bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. These are you are taken the choice. You are taken the choice. That's why it is superseding the karma.
Kumar Swami, please wait and please listen and then tell me you are agreeing or not. Everything in this world you agree happens as per law of karma. First you agree. That point you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Second
100%.
point, it can be superseded by the will of the divine. You agree or you don't agree?
Superseded by will of your action, your free will.
No, not our action. No, superseded by the will of divine.
What I mean to say is, it is a will of your karma.
No,
what I mean to say
not will of karma. Kumar Swami, you are mixing the words, Kumar Swami. Everything happens as per law of karma. However, SIP can change that. SIP is allowed to change that. For whatever reason SIP feels best. You and me have no role to play in the matter. It is up to SIP. You agree or you don't agree?
Guruji, we will continue this same this thing tomorrow also, please. Because it has to be very clearly.
May I add with your permission, sir?
Okay, so we will today's time out with folded hands. I apologize. We were not able to complete. We will continue this tomorrow. Please excuse me. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes.